What's up, guys? I had a decent NFL week, 2-1. I'll take it. Fuck the Chicago Bears. Obviously, they got within half point of the cover pretty late in the game and decided to throw it away. So that's awesome. Uh, Looking at some Major League Baseball today after I passed yesterday. A game involving two teams that suck and are completely out of it. But there are lines on these games. You can make money on them. You can bet them. This is going to be the Chicago White Sox at the Washington Nationals. Huge, epic struggle between these two powerhouses, obviously. Washington Nationals, I almost went against them yesterday, and I probably should have, or I should have given out a lean at least. That was one of the stronger leans that I had, even though I passed on the whole card. Mostly because they were returning home from a road trip, even though it was only a 2-series road trip. It's usually a distracted spot for them, and I didn't like the pitching matchup between Adon and Clevenger. And Clevenger had a complete game, nice dominant performance from him. White Sox won the game. Things got a little chippy near the end when he gave up a home run to lose the shutout late in the game, but that's just gonna maybe add a little bit of extra motivation on both sides. I don't know. But what I'm looking at here is now you have a situation tonight where the Nationals did lose that game in the return home spot. And usually when that happens and you get kind of embarrassed in that game, you bounce back and have a more focused, better performance in the next game. So that's the spot the Nationals are in. This time, I don't mind the bullpen situation that much, even though Clevenger went the complete game last night for the White Sox. The Nationals only used a couple of relievers. They used one long relief guy for more than 2 innings, I think. So their bullpen is in okay enough shape that I don't mind taking a full game line on this. It's going to be Washington Nationals minus 108, by the way. Found it the cheapest that I could. It's around minus 110 wherever, which isn't bad. It's basically like a pick the winner spot, and I think they have the advantage not only because they're in that second game back at home now after losing the first game last night in fairly embarrassing fashion. The starting pitching matchup tonight, they have Jackson Rutledge pitching. He's a rookie, young guy, and he's only making his second start ever. His first start did not go well, and I think that might just give us a little bit more value on him. And I like these rookies who are actually talented guys because when they haven't been seen before by the opposing hitters, they usually have that advantage the first 1 or 2 times through the lineup. The hitters don't know what to expect. Rutledge is like a towering presence on the mound. He's like 6'9", I think, something like that. He can hit somewhere around mid to upper 90s fastball, decent breaking stuff. He has the ability to fool hitters and kind of dominate on the mound. His major league debut, I think, was delayed a bit because he had a hip injury and had to have surgery on it back in the day, but he's obviously ready to go now, even though he didn't do well in his first start. They obviously think he's ready, so I like that. I like all what I just said there. He's got the edge. He should have the edge where the opposing team hasn't seen him before. And not only that, the White Sox have Jose Urena pitching. Urena. He was just acquired by the White Sox. This is going to be his third start for the White Sox this year, and he was in Colorado before that. And his stats this year are really horrendous. I think he has over an 8 ERA maybe, or something ridiculous. I don't even know what he has. His ERA is terrible. His stats are all terrible. His whip is terrible. And he's facing a National League team again here, which means he's facing a team that has certainly seen him before, although the AL has seen him before as well. He's not really that young a guy, but he's just not a very good pitcher. Even last start, he had a good strikeout walk ratio. I think he had 8 Ks and no walks or something against Minnesota, and he still got knocked around, putting too many pitches over the plate. Gave up 6 earned runs or something against the Minnesota Twins. Again, he's just not very good. I think Rutledge is definitely the better pitcher in this scenario. And as I said, Urena is back facing a National League team, so they've certainly seen him before. And not only that, but I believe they have something like a 370 batting average off him lifetime and a decent amount of at-bats. like somewhere in the realm of, I think, at least 30 at bats against him before. So, looking at all of that, that was a bit long winded to just say, hey, we got a good bounce back situation here. Second game back at home for the Washington Nationals, and they should have the starting pitching edge in this one too. Washington Nationals minus 108. Even though I hate DC, the rich men north of Richmond, whatever, still got some value on the Washington Nationals here. Peace.